John.
How are you, John?
My better half here.
Do not get me in this.
We tried very hard to.
Okay, but I gotta say hello to a few people first.
I'm your mother. You don't look any older than
The last time you saw me.
the first time I saw you.
35 years ago. So you give it away the other day?
Huh?
I didn't give it away the other day?
Actually, I heard, I saw Tamara left a note on my computer. What she said, yeah, she did. I didn't tell her. But then, no.
The singer? Yeah, you have to hear me singing. Hi, David. Are you the official?
I'm the cameraman. Jackie!
We saw you. You recognized your daughter. We saw Don Keith. Well, I don't know. We have to ask him. It's a surprise.
I'm going to get back far enough for you, but I would go.
I can
Where did you think you were going, Ryan? Where did you think you were going?
I knew I was coming here.
For dinner or something? Or?
No, we were coming here for a drink.
Yeah, for a drink. For a drink.
You're the official photographer.
Hello. Happy birthday, Abba.
It's not funny.
I want to know what these things are.
Do you have a description? I think they're
I think they look like little worms.
They're Korean, whatever they are.
Green worms, yes.
Korean worms.
My mother.
Francie made this.
Champagne, I hope.
I want to be some flowers. I want to be some booth cake. Here, come on. No, take this one. I'll get one.
Three.
You got it.
Yeah, we need champagne.
Okay.
17?
Well, that makes sense. 17.
Everybody gather around. Please get a glass of champagne.
70. And one for me. I don't need champagne. Does that look like
Do
something?
we also be grandchildren?
You can be grandchildren, but just gather around, everybody, really, that's what this is about. I just want to thank everybody so much for being
Dad, don't move it,
here
don't move it.
for Ron on this special occasion. The actual birthday is next week, but
There'll be another party then.
there'll be another party next week, but not given by me or Jane. But we just want to tell you how much we love you. You are a very dear, very special man. I adore him, but I'm just so grateful for our family and our friends, and I just personally want to thank all of you for being here this evening to make Ron's birthday so special. So, to Ron.
Okay, give me a cheer. We love you. Ready? We love you.
Well, I want to say, this is my birthday, not next week. This is the way it should be, and it is. And I thank you, all of you, for coming.
Great
This is so wonderful for me. Cheers.
And many more.
And now you get to make a wish and blow out the candles.
Which are not 3 candles.
We take a deep breath and I blow it out of the good.
Can I put that glass down, Ron?
You're not taking a deep breath.
Keep going. Okay. So at this point, we're gonna cut the cake, we're gonna sit and have a good time, and anybody who wants to say anything now or later and have a toast, just totally informally.
Yeah.
Because I know many of us have many things and observations to make about Ron Ridker.
There are some points.
So those of you
There are some
who...
poems.
There are poems.
Some brought poems.
You're supposed to do the
All
first
right,
Okay.
let's have a poem.
A poem!
Okay, wait, we have a poem. Cake first and the poem.
No, the poem's funny.
We'll get Ron seated somewhere and then we'll do some poems.
Go for it. We have a poem.
Okay, we're gonna do a poem now.
Attenzione, prego.
In your best voice, promote.
Wait, Appa!
Promote, come on up here, so maybe
Go next to Ron so they can have a picture of you.
Yes.
Appa!
Can you say it?
Appa! Forget it.
Just Papa.
Appa, it's my word for grandpa when I was a baby and we kept it.
Silence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cut.
Okay.
Cut it.
Okay, no, you go.
The camera's going on.
Poem. Read the poem.
Care about the cake, we want the poem.
Who wanted the poem when there's the cake?
No, we do twice. Okay, now you can read. The poem is
Yeah, read the poem.
accompaniment.
Poem has to be done when you watch the
Hey, everyone, we got your
undivided attention.
You might want to make one.
Okay. Undivided attention.
All right, Julie,
Okay.
I'll take care of the...
Yes, I have.
Can you see in that corner?
Yes, and
This is a poem for Sir Ronald Ridker, the third.
Sir? You're a third?
Sir, didn't you know the Queen knighted him? It was done secretly. He was then working for a very hush-hush agency.
What is he, like 007?
70. At 211 golf links in New Delhi, years ago, lived an economist named Ridker Ram. Deeply ensconced in studying the economy of Hind for USAID, he went about hither and yon. Through many a trip without needing a drip. He survived many a heat wave and dust storm. Slim of body and deeply tanned was he, sporting a thick shock of hair and with a smile as big as all outdoors. He steadily brought deep analysis to solving the problems of the multitudinous throng.
I don't get this.
Your grandpa
I
was
like
an
it.
economist.
You will have a living as a good
That
critic.
makes two of us.
You already died.
Having drunk wide and deep at the fount of turgid growth, he returned to the Washington groves of academia, prepared and determined to plot optimum uses of resources for the future. But the worldly bank beckoned, and he, beguiled, soon went off to reckon how to strengthen economies that mainly were woebegone. He struggled and built many models to help unsure bureaucrats.
Built many muddles.
Suggest the pronunciation. To help unsure bureaucrats improve their performance, and steadily grew his renown. Then he suddenly upped and quit. Found and married a gorgeous chick and settled down to poetry, cooking, and watching the sun slowly emerge at dawn. And that's the story of my friend Ridker Ron.
Do you know who this is? I mean, where he come, where how we met?
No,
He was at 209.
you were 12.
212. Next door. Right next door.
Years ago in the 60s, we met in a crazy city called New Delhi.
His daughter will testify. And Paul. And you.
Little tiny poem. Okay.
Hey, we have a haiku.
Not quite.
This is a haiku.
That was real poetry. This doesn't even get up to the level of curbing my doggerel. But we all know limericks, and it's one I would like to give in Ron's honor. That goes, there was a young man from Nantucket who's, no, he could, no, that's not it. Right. There's a man we all know who's named Ronnie, and his visage is really quite bonny. He's young for his years, so let's give him 3 cheers. Hip hip hooray for Ronnie!
What about my dad?
Okay. For those of you who don't know,
Barbara?
Here we go. Dad.
okay, you have to come on. David first, Ben. We found this book in our basement.
Just made the cameras
Called
right here.
Favorite Poems Old and New. And it's selected for boys and girls. And we found a poem in here that we thought was quite apropos for Ron Ridker. 'Twas the first night of Hanukkah, and our house was quite busy because Grandpa, otherwise known as Appa, would soon arrive, and the kids were a tizzy. He was invited for 4, so of course it was 7. But for his brand new, previously owned car, rumbled down our street Raymond. His grandchildren's greeting was the epitome of joy as they ran to embrace him, crying, "Appa, where's our toys?" But the twinkle in his eye said he had something better. A movie I got it free! Just had to buy 4 TVs and a sweater. Now, his lovely daughter Anne, ever the skeptic, asked if the movie was PG. In other words, antiseptic. Jolly old Appa just chortled out loud. Why, PG is just for the pretty good crowd. I have something truly better, my dear, and it's rated R for a really good cheer. Well, you can imagine what happened next. But don't worry, it's not rated X. Appa's life was just slightly on edge as Hanukkah began to parallel a bris instead. Thank God it is for crises like this that son-in-laws are born. Ever the calm ones, ever so strong, willing to confront wedlock's dragons, even though in-laws advise bolting as the ritual pattern. Never fear, I said to my wonderful, beautiful, incredibly gorgeous, amazing wife. I will teach your father a lesson in fright. And I took Appa into the den. Dear Appa, I said, let the education begin. Well, when the movie ended, Appa sighed. Maybe I was wrong. After all, the movie surely is not James Bond. And well, it's good, baby, very good. Perhaps for a 3-year-old, it's slightly mature. Well, oops, excuse me. Hope you didn't mind that. Sorry. Well, by now you're wondering what this movie could be. I'll give you a hint. It's not Disney. As for the rest of you, just pay me a fee, and later we'll watch Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. So off Appa rode into the night, only to look back at a heavenly sight. For there, in yon window, they all stood, his grandkindler, angelically good. And he heard them exclaim, ere he drove out of sight,
Happy birthday, dear Appa.
and to all a good night.
I learned my lesson with the movie. I'm going to wait until David's bar mitzvah and then show it.
Okay. I'm sorry I haven't had time to prepare a poem, Ron, because I was sleeping this afternoon. Okay, this is to Ron. We've known each other for 33 years. We have worked together in all parts of the world. Unfortunately, we were doing 2 different things. You were doing population, I was doing Lord knows what.
Agriculture, industry,
finance, whatever. But Ron and I worked in the same offices for years and years, and he always asked the hard questions, and I always gave the wrong answers, no? Okay, here is something I wrote just as I was standing here. Okay, there are friends, and then there is Ron. The economist perfect, and a poetic dumb. I saw him first on the Serengeti, counting wildebeest, and adding to the done reports an analytic yeast. Years on to counting people. He studied the effects of the loop on female reproduction and male sexual droop. Years later, he went bad, adding poems to his reports, taking gin and tonics in the day, and wearing colored suspenders for sports. Then came Tamra too. Ron became totally subdued. Wrote his reports with aplomb and gave up all that was rude. Now he's strong at 70 with Tamra, with kids, grandchildren, and Tamra the deity. Life is going to be young and strong until he is at least over 80.
I have one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. David's a really good one. Alright, unlike my father, I wrote mine myself.
Especially after seeing what he wrote.
Actually, it's not funny, believe it or not. Alright, I call this the dictionary. One day I looked up Grandpa in the dictionary, and what did I find? I found adventurous, curious, and mysterious too. And then I knew this can't be all, so I went on to definition 2. Then I found compassionate. I got that from the thesaurus.
It's a good word. It's a good word.
Caring and kind as well. Then I could see to figure out what 3 was easy. Warm-hearted, playful, and fun were there. Then I thought, if Grandpa had this nice definition, what would be the definition of Appa? That's it. So I looked it up, and this is what I found. Appa, see Grandpa.
Hey, wonderful! Super! Real close in the family.
Nice.
Very nice.
Terrific. Now, what is this? I'm not supposed to read on that?
Well, I have something, Ron, that I just thought it up, so I'm gonna finish it. It's just
Oh, come on,
snippet.
embarrass us.
It's just a snippet, because I was thinking about it, I was thinking what poem would fit. So it goes like this, as far as I got it, so very brief. Once upon a World Bank mission dreary, poor Ron Ridker, weak and weary, heard a tap, tap, tapping on his hotel room door. Who could that be, tap, tap, tapping on my hotel room door? Could it be a contact, with in hand a contract? Tap, tap, tapping on my hotel room door. That's as far as I got. And then it was going to be, could it be a scoundrel trying to get my camera? And then it's Tamra, so it's actually Anyway, that was the thought. Oh, come on.
Oh, you're so bad. Come and we can cut that. Come and get dessert. People can continue to talk and share their thoughts or poems or songs. But come get dessert. Are you ready? Did you want to do something now?
Well, I don't
Come on up.
The thing is, I've been in a bit of a spot here because I'm in a bit of a spot because I'm a lot older than Ron, and I've already had my 70th birthday, and Ron actually came to the party and sang a song.
Really?
And he wrote it himself, and I felt that I had to at least match that. Now, so I tried to do my best, but I'm going to have to excuse myself ahead of time. I did want to ask one question, though. I saw in this invitation, which is a very beautiful invitation, it says, surprise party, Ron is turning 70. And I wanted to know Ron, was it a surprise to you that you were turning 70? Who was it a surprise to that he was turning 70?
Me.
All right. In that case,
I know the feeling.
the other thing I noticed here, it says, in lieu of gifts, poems, toasts, and loving roasts will make this a memorable occasion. Tamara, you know, I'll do anything for you, anything you ask. But look at the material you're giving us. I mean, how do we... Anyway, I tried my...
Up to it, Lou, you are.
I tried my best. And with this material, I'm going to try to do this, and I have to give apologies to Cole Porter for this, because he may have had something to do with this. Another party, another year. Ron still looks youthful, both front and rear. Now 70 years, he's still in high gear. Champagne is flowing, so let's give him a cheer. An investment maven, he puts and he calls. Sleeps like a baby when the stock market falls. Environmental problems he solves as he sleeps. His model proves we have discontinuous creeps. How come he's so debonair? His children are perfect. We mortals despair. The wife's a knockout. Ron hasn't a care. Life can't be more perfect. We run for the hills. His jokes are as old as Methuselah's pills. But champagne is flowing. Let's give him his thrills.
That rhymes.
Okay, that rhymes.
You like rhymes too?
Yeah.
Oh man, we need you in the poultry group. Because I have a big battle in that poultry group. They tell me it doesn't have to rhyme.
Come on up, get dessert, everybody.
Come on.
Not this kind.
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants this guy?
Okay, here's a choir for the Moonlight in Vermont. Moonlight in Vermont.
Here's the songs, the words, and follow the script.
It sounds like an organ with a lot of sound. They're both very, very good.
Aren't those great?